Good afternoon and welcome to our session today. Basically, today is our last session for Grow with Google for 2021. Welcome to our lovely session today. My name is Quintressa Fala and I am joined by my awesome colleague Brenda Mohali, who will be in charge of our moderator, our chat box. So all you have to do is if you have a comment or a chat or a question, let us know in the chat box and Brenda will be there to assist us. So today we will be looking at establishing your brand online. We will also discuss the importance of having your online presence as a business. We will also look at how to develop your e commerce offering, as well as discuss those top tips of utilizing your social media in order to drive sales. But before we get into our session today, I'd like us to familiarize ourselves with the chat box by answering this question that I have for you. So, how do you currently market your business? So there's different ways that people are marketing their business. Others might advertise on Google. Others might use social media. Others might use word of mouth. So let us know, how do you currently market your business? Um, how do you get your word out there? How do you let people know about your business? Let us know in the chat box, engage with us, and let's make this last 2021 session quite fun and interesting. So do engage with us. So how do you currently market your business? All right, I guess I will come back to this question a bit later, but I hope you will answer this question. I'll throw it one last time. How do you currently market your business? We will first look at our agenda, first of our agenda, which is establishing your brand online. But before we get into it, what benefits are brought to you or brought to your business by going online? So, what are the benefits of taking your business online? So here's another question I'm throwing there at you. Of course, the benefits would be the same as when you advertise on social media. You'll have more drives in terms of sale, you'll reach more people. But I'd like to hear from you the benefits that you think putting your business online are there. What benefits are brought to your business by going online? So let us know in the chat box. Okay, I see that Zotumo says social media works wonders for my business because it's also free. Of course, that is one way of using social media to market your business, and also that's another way of going online, the benefits, because it works for free, meaning that by using social media you get to reach more customers, to improve your customer service, as well as get those potential customers for your business. Now, the internet business statistics from Statista reveals that 1.79 billion people brought goods and services online last year, and this was up from 1.66 in the previous year. Chances are this year it will also increase because we are still in COVID pandemic. People are working from home, and mainly people prefer buying online. So that's another benefit of you taking your business online. 97% of people learn more about their business online other than anywhere else. So that's another way to see the benefits of taking your business online, right? So, excuse me for a second. Right. And it is also estimated that by the year 2040, which is not that far off, 95% of purchases will be through an e commerce platform. So, when you think about that, it tells you that being online allows you to have benefits in terms of putting your business out there. And I love this comment by Zotumo, who says that we live in the 21st century and going online means that you reach masses and it will benefit your business. I could have never said it better. She has said it perfectly. So thank you for that comment, Zotumo. All right. So how do businesses use the internet? So the businesses use internet to buy product and sell their products online, right? So one of those basic use of the internet for your business is to sell the products and services, because businesses create those e-commerce websites to sell anything from your cell phone contracts to your books to your CDs to those foods that you eat. And online selling estimates that there's a need for the business to maintain a brick and mortar store, or in some cases they don't have to hold on an inventory. So that's a lovely thing in terms of putting your business online. And also a business can also use the internet to buy items and services online, such as your bulk buying of your office supplies or those printed materials that you need. Another benefit or how you can use the internet is to reach customers. So business owners use the internet to monitor your customers' purchasing trends, their interest, and discover what everyday people think about a particular product or services. And to also view that business owners can visit those online social media network sites and broadcast about their product and services and let the word out about what you are selling to the masses, right? And then with reaching customers, you are taking in the feedback that your customers would help you as a business owner as you make that product much better. And also you can use the internet to connect and communicate with your customers through those different websites or social media sites that you'll be using. Another benefit or another use of the internet is to advertise. So businesses also use the internet to find new customers through online advertising. And also it offers your text and banner ads on the website, as well as this is basically a way to market those potential customers very quickly and efficiently, right? And as a business, you use the pay-per-click advertisement in order to reach potential customers. And as a business, you only pay for each click that is made, which means that your cost will be lower, and the affordability to reach more potential customers can be reached. Another way is to research your competition. It's you need to know what your other competitors are doing out there. So an internet search on your competing companies can help you understand um, your competitors, as well as prepare for the industry as well for your business. So what you could consider, just to say them all in total, it is to look at your goal in terms of why you want to use the internet. Is it to sell your products, to buy products? Do you want to advertise to the masses? Do you want to reach your customers, or do you want to research your competition? So that is up to you. So now we're going to look at building an online presence. In this digital age, it is very essential for your business to have an online presence. Whether it is a website, an e-commerce, a social media page, or a combination of all of them, getting your company online, it's very important because there is major benefits for that. Even if your company does not conduct those businesses online, but you could reach your potential customers or those other customers to see you online, because if they don't see you there, you are losing an opportunity to increase your customer base and to get your business out there. Examples that we will look at is your Invalid Designs, which have their own website through Google Sites, and you also see Juma Tours, which uses Winks for their website. And both of these companies have registered on the Google My Business to put their word out there about their business to their potential customers. Now, there are different types of ways to basically reach your customers online. And you can reach them through your website. So you can set up your own website, you can run it on the platform, you can also reach your customers on social media. This is where you can market your business and know the different demographics that you could find. And also there's the e-commerce platform where you can sell your products and services through an online platform. And there's also the online directory, where there's an online list or catalog of all these contacts and websites that are out there. So there's different platforms that you could use to put your business out there. So now let's look at some stats. So If you aren't already convinced about having an online presence and how it's going to benefit you, so here's some stats that can help you in terms of e-commerce in Africa. So there's 400 million users in Africa, which is second to China. And Africa makes up 10% of the global retail sales within an estimated value of 75 billion by 2025. And Africa generated 16.5 billion from e-commerce alone in 2017. Kindly think we are in 2021 now. Just try and calculate or research further what could be the generated value for 2020 or 2021. So a lot has changed since 2017, and people are more online than ever before. And like I said, most definitely this number, the 16.5 billion, has probably increased because we are in 2021. So what e-commerce platforms are out there and how can you get set up for one? So, an e commerce platform allows your business to be online, and it allows you to manage your website, your marketing, your sales, and your operations in one space. So, your e commerce platforms are the backbones of any online retail enterprise that is allowing a front end and a back end to your work, and to work efficiently. An e commerce um, they grow, they are growing enablers. So through your organization or whichever organization you choose, you are able to expand an e-commerce offering that provides your seamless customer experience and allows you to control your own destiny. So we're just going to look at the three e-commerce platforms that are there. So we have Amazon, which is a well-known online retailer which allows individuals and businesses to sell and display their products online. And Amazon has become one largest e-commerce retailer and one of the most powerful brand in the world. And I know most people actually buy from Amazon or have seen a product that they'd like to purchase from Amazon. Then we have Gonga. So Gonga is a Nigeria's largest online mall, which was launched in July 2012. And their mission is to become an engine of e-commerce and trade in Africa. And that goal is reachable in terms of everybody going online. And then you have Jumia, which allows customers to buy online, like your cell phones, your shoes, your groceries, and all this are bought online. So these are just a few, but there's quite a lot that is out there. Now, you can also sell your products on online marketing, and you can set up your account on an online marketplace. And these online marketplace examples are your Kili Mall, which is an online shopping mall in Africa, which is Kenya's largest online shopping mall. And then we have our Birobai, which is an online marketplace from South Africa, where you trade and sell, whether you're a business or an individual, this platform is for you. And then we have Gigi. Gigi is a Nigerian online marketplace which is similar to Birobai. You can find anything from vehicles, property, health, beauty, tools, services, food, literally anything that you want, you could find in Gigi. And then we have the online business directories. So a business directory is basically a website or a printed listing of information which lists businesses within a niche-based category. So the businesses can be categorized by your niche, your location, your activity, or the size. And this business may be compiled either manually or through an automated online search software. And this is so that customers can find your business very easy. So an example of an online business directory are your Yellow Pages Africa, as well as Africa's business pages. And then how can you get listed on an online business directory? So getting to listen on an online business directory is simple. So there's lots of different business directories you could use, but the process in terms of getting listed or registering is quite similar. First, you register your business details. So, what is your business? What does it do? Which sector are they in? Which category are you based in? And then the country and region that your business is based in. Are you from South Africa? Where in South Africa? And then you need to also list your contact details, your cell phone, your email, so an easier way for them to contact you, as well as your personal details so that you can set up your account. So all these online business directories all have the same similar registration process. Just to repeat, you register your business details, you choose your business name, your sector, country, region, contact, as well as your personal details. And then how do you get your business on social media? So now you need to look at your marketing plan. With the right marketing plan, you can use social media platforms to create successful campaigns and increase your sales, your brand recognition, as well as your customer service. So you need to set up your business social media account, which varies from platform to platform, but all of them also have a similar step in terms of registering. All you do is you sign up, you add your pictures, you create your username and your business details. And most of these social media websites provide a landing page, and it can guide you on how to set up an account. So different social media platforms can help you connect with different types of audiences. So we're going to look at different social media platforms later on in the webinar, and we'll just pick on a few. I've said quite a mouthful. I'd like to find out if we have any questions or comments. I know I was reading through the comments as I was presenting. And I saw Zotumo was quite interactive. Thank you so much for interacting with me. I love it when we interact, it makes the session quite fun. So I'd like to find out if we have any questions. And if not, I will move on with our session. So now we're going to look at develop your e-commerce offering. So how do you develop your e-commerce offering? Step one, you need to pick a domain. So a domain is basically the name of a website. This is what customers will use to find you. When you buy a domain, you purchase a name of your site so that others cannot use it. So you still need to build your website and also use your domain. There are many sites where you can register a domain, and Africa Domain as well as Google Domains are just a few of these many platforms that are out there. A domain name can be any combination of letters and numbers, and it can be used in combination with various domain extensions such as .com, .net, and many more that are out there. The domain name must be registered before you could use it. So every domain name is very unique to a business. So no two websites can have the same domain name. If someone types in www your domain, or for example www.google.com, it will only go to that specific website and nowhere else. So if someone types www.google.com, it will go to Google. And fun fact, computers use IP addresses, which is a series of numbers. However, it is difficult for humans to remember strings of numbers because of these domains were developed and used to identify entities on the internet rather than using an IP address. And then how do you secure your name? So there's lots of different platforms you can go to register a domain. So you can pick up any platform that you like. So it's entirely up to you. And you can add functions like your website builders, and you can include other things such as your OneGrid, your host Africa, as well as your Google host. So you can choose any platform that you like. So you can secure name on GoDaddy, which is an online solution to grow your online business. You can also go to Domain King, which is the leading domain registration company in Nigeria. You can also go to Bluehost, which is one of the largest website hosting providers, right? And then step two, you build your site. So building a website used to require quite a lot in learning how to code, but these days, it's done easy. So you are able to create a new website using a website builder. Whether you own a small business or you are looking to create your own blog, website builders have made it so easy that you don't have to hire a web designer to actually professionally design your site. And website builders make it easy for users to make their own website with a little effort of coding skills. And by using this website building platforms, no, like anybody can achieve a professionally designed site without using a web designer. Um, and an example of website builders are your Wix, building a website on Google Sites through Google My Business or Squarespace. It is entirely up to you which website builder you choose. And while you're using your website builders, templates have become a big part of what makes a website builder easier to use in terms of building a website from scratch. With a template, you will get all the basic structures and design for your website into place, and you will have all you have to do is tweak what is already there and bring what you want your website to look like. So the version of your, or rather a vision of your site. So whatever vision you have of your site, then you'll bring it into life. So if you can find a template that comes pretty close to what you want your website to look like, then all you have to do is to work on customizing it and making it much simpler and lovely and more professional for you and your business. Step 3, this is where you upload your content. So the content that you can upload are your digital content. These are your texts, your good quality images that shows off your business, the videos of showing a view of your business or a tutorial, and other medias that visitors will see when they come to your site. And this will help customers understand what your business is all about. So in terms of your products, your services, and who the faces behind these websites are too. So for example, like we said, Juma Tours uses Wix. So you can also look at that in terms of creating your own, or rather building your own website. So what are the best practices when creating content on your website? First, you need to prioritize your audience. It's very tempting to make your website copy all about you, but your site will resonate more with your visitors if you think more about their needs. So that does not mean your copy won't communicate what you do, but try to frame it in a way that it focuses on how you help solve the problems or to make life of your customers better, right? So you need to put your customers first. You need to think about them before you prioritize yourself. And then secondly, you need to research your competitors. So you need to figure out what makes you unique. Take a little time to research about your competitors. Look at their website. Look at the websites that are similar to you. Look at the website that have the same product and services. And now think about what makes yours different from them. And once you find what makes yours different, then that is your unique value for proposition. And you need to highlight that in terms of what makes you special on your website copy, so that visitors, when they come to your website, they know that this specific business is unique because of 1, 2, 3, and they will stick around because of that. And then from there, another best practice is to learn about the search engine optimization basics. So with search engine optimization, it is basically how you increase your chances of ranking in a search engine when people look for your website offers. So before you write your business copy, it's worth learning how search engine optimization work in terms of the basics, so you can incorporate those best practices for your on-site optimization into how you write your pages on your website. Now, another thing with e-commerce, you could use e-commerce plugins, right? So these plugins are your extensions that you could use in order to add such things as your promotion and your discount code tools. You can use plugins to add those easy use in terms of checking out when people pay. You can also use your plugins for your search engine optimization so that you appear when people search. And then your email integration, for example, if people want to email you, you could use a plugin where people click on email us in order to communicate with you. You can also use plugins that allows people to have different paying options, such as your EFT, your what's this one, the Ozo, or your PayPal, and so forth. So whichever payment method that works for you. So these are the types of plugins you could use for your e-commerce. And where can you download plugins? So this is the three spaces where you can download your plugins, which is the WooCommerce, right? So this is where you build your online store on the open source, and then you have your easy digital downloads, which is a complete e-commerce solution for WordPress. And then you have your double P e-commerce, which is an e-commerce that is open source as well for businesses and the global. So these are the spaces where you could actually download your plugins. Now let's look at some stats to help us in terms of um, mobile friendly sites. So you need to make sure that your website is mobile friendly, because 2.4 billion people will shop online worldwide by 2021, which is this year, and 21 million shoppers, online shoppers across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya, are basically shopping online. And then 50% of our consumers shop more on mobile than in store. And I'd like to think I'm also part of that 50%, mainly because I'm always on my phone, I'm always shopping online, I'm always shopping for clothes, shopping for food, and so forth. So that tells you that there's actually quite a lot of benefits in terms of putting your business out there and making sure that whichever website builder that you choose allows your website to be mobile friendly for such people like me, your customers, to actually make it easier to find you. So now, how do you check if your site is mobile friendly? Well, Google, as usual, has created a Google Test My Site where you can actually check if your domain is accessible via mobile. So all you have to do is go to Google Test My Site and then plug in your domain, and then it will tell you if your site is mobile friendly or not. So, but once it's not, you know that you have to go and work on your site to be mobile friendly, because there's quite a lot of people that have their phones in hand that shop online, right? Like 21 million. That's quite a big number. So I've said quite a lot, and we are moving to our last section of our presentation. And I'd like to hear from you. I'd like you to engage with me. Do we have any questions, any comments? Do we understand the e-commerces and the plugins and the website builders? Because I know if you were to take all these steps and actually build your website, it will come in very handy, and it will help you benefit in terms of putting your business online so that you have a good online presence for your customers. So do we have any questions? Right, I see we don't have any questions. Please do engage with us. We would love to hear from you. We would love to hear what you have to say. We would love to know the comments, like Zotumo was doing. I loved that. So sorry to call you out again. But I love engaging with you guys. So do let us know how we're doing. Do let us know if any comments. We would love to hear from you. So now let's move to our last section. So how do you utilize social media to drive sales? So now we're going to look at social media and how to use that to drive your sales. But before we get into that, I'd like to hear from you. How can social media benefit your business? I know earlier on I had a comment that said social media is free and it allows you to reach the masses. So how can social media benefit your business? And if you are using social media, which social media platform are you using, and how is it working out for you? I'd like to hear from you on how can social media benefit your business? Excuse me. Right. So now we're going to look at the benefits of social media. Right. The first benefit is that you can generate more sales. And by sales, you are able to reach new audiences and you are able to create new opportunities, which will allow you to generate more sales. Another benefit is that you add value to your brand. You can add value to your brand by raising your customer service level. You can also start a two-way conversation with your customers and basically get to understand them a bit better. And also you can gain valuable customer insight, understand them better in terms of what do they like, what time of the day are they usually online, where in the country are they based, and such thing. That allows you to really understand your customers. And another thing, when it adds value to your brand, customers are able to give you feedback in terms of your product and services, which allows you to further communicate with them and build a relationship. Another benefit is that you can improve your marketing. So, in terms of improving marketing, social media has built in insights and tools to analyze your customers. So, you get to target specific types of customers where you basically understand your audience and what they need. So that's how you get to improve your marketing. You get to understand what time of the day you need to post so that you can reach that specific type of customer. And another thing is you get to build your relationship and networks. Because in terms of social media, you get to communicate with your customers, which allows you to build your own community of customers. And with building a community comes with the reviews that you'll be getting from your customers. So when you get a review on your Facebook or your Instagram or so forth, it's important that you reply back to it and to let your customers know that you understand their issues, or you are thankful of that specific review that they have given you. That way you build those relationships, you build those networks, and you build your community. And also another lovely thing is you make your older customers your go-to people in terms of putting getting your word or the business out there. And another thing is with being on social media, you stay competitive and on top of the game because you get to understand your competitors and you learn from their mistakes and also work on your own mistakes. That way you're on top of the game. So, how do you set up a social media strategy? Right. So, first, you need to look at your audience and then you need to determine your business goals. From there, you choose the specific social media platforms that work with your customers, and then you choose your tone of voice as well as what is your success in terms of your social media strategy. All right, I see that Pindile Mavundla is saying that a lot of people are on social media and it's very easy for a business to trend and reach people. So using social media is a great benefit if you want to increase your customer base and sales. That is true. So here she's mentioned quite a lot of benefits in terms of increasing your customer base as well as driving those sales. And I see Zotuma is saying that having a social media page for your business is good because people will get to know about your product and services, and that will maximize your profits. I mean, we have people that know social media quite well, which means that they are using it to their full advantage. Thank you so much for those comments, Pindile and Zotimo, and let's keep them coming. First, we need to define your strategy. So, by defining our strategy, we're looking at our audience. We need to think about our customers at heart. We need to understand who are your customers. So, you need to define your customers. Who are they? What are they interested in? And then, once you've figured out what interests them, you need to look at what influences them, right? What influences them? Is it people? Is it cars? Is it word of mouth? Is it politics? Is it religion? And then you need to look at when are they usually online? Are they online in the morning? Are they online when they knock off from work? Are they online over the weekend? So you need to look at that as well. And then from there, you need to look at which social media platform do they use. Are they Instagram people where they have pictures, or are they Facebook people? Are they professional people, excuse me, that use LinkedIn? Are they Twitter people that are advocates that put the words out there? So you need to define your strategy. You need to understand your audience, because here we're putting our audience at heart. And then you need to define your goals. So now you need to understand what your goals are, so that you can build the steps in order to achieve those goals. So you need to look at your goals. For example, do you want to give better customer service? Have you struggling with customer service? Do you want to improve it? Or no, you haven't been struggling, but you want to make it one of your goals in terms of making it top-notch customer service. Do you want to grow your business brand awareness? Do you want people to know you? Do you want to be out there? Do you want people to, when they think about a specific product or service, they think about your business? Do you want to generate more sales? Do you want to make more profits? Or rather, do you want to get people on your site, on your website? Do you want to promote your business, or they can grow your awareness? So some of these goals work hand in hand. And another thing in terms of goals is to also have those online objectives that can help you in terms of taking step with defining your goals. And then once you have defined your goals, you know where you want to go with your goal, then you need to pick a platform, right? So which platform do you want to use? So what features does it offer? What are you looking at in terms of the features? Does this social media platform align with your goals? Does it align with your business goals? Does it align with growing your brand awareness? Does it allow with driving your sales? Does it align with um, generating more sales, connecting with influencers? So, for example, just to think out of my head, when you're looking at a business goals like connecting with influencers, there's quite a lot of influencers, and most of them you would see influencers on Instagram. So now you connecting such way that, okay, fine, influencers, Instagram, or getting more people on your site. Depending on any site, they can work for you depending on your marketing strategy. So such things, so you need to align your platform to that business goal and your online objectives. So online objectives are your steps towards getting that goal. And then from there, you need to think about your target audience. Are they active on that specific platform, right? And then from there, you need to consider whether are you looking at your business focus, so investments, career, or are you looking at lifestyle focus? Going out? Are you looking at weekend life vibes? Or what are you looking at? So you need to define in terms of your business focus, your lifestyle focus, your sports focus, and so forth, right? And then once you have done all that, you need to then choose one social media platform, not necessarily choose one, but start with one, right? And then test that specific social media platform. Learn the ins and outs. The ins and outs are your analytical tools, how it works, how it can benefit you. And then once you have done that, try another social media platform. From there, you will then choose the top social media platforms that will work best for your business, right? And then from there, you need to understand that different social media channels require different strategies. So if you will use multiple social media platforms, you need to consider different social media marketing strategies. So now, once you have chosen your platform, you need to define your brand social voice, right? So now here, you need to look at the tone of your voice, because the tone of your voice applies to creating any piece of content and communicating with your audience online, right? So basically, the tone of your voice reflects your brand personality, and it helps you connect with your audience. It also makes you different from the rest of the competitors that are out there, right? So you should also consider creating brand guidelines. And brand guidelines, we're looking at your logo use, how you use your logo. For example, for everything that you put out there, your logo should be there. Why? Because your logo is your business. Your logo needs to be there, and it needs to be clean, crisp, and perfect, right? And then you also look at your fonts and colors, right? Fonts and colors in terms of the colors that you use when you are posting there, the font styles, and so forth, right? And then from there, we look at your tone of voice, your personality. So this is your brand guideline, right? So your personality, because behind every social media there is someone who is a brand and who is the voice of that social media. So personality is very important, right? And then from there, you look at your do's and your don'ts, right? What are you supposed to do on your social media, right? What is right and what is wrong? What are they supposed to post and not post? For example, of course, you don't want vulgar language on your social media voice or your social voice or your tone of voice. So it's important that you make sure that you put the do's and the don'ts on your brand guidelines. And then now you also can look at the style of your images. Your style is basically how do you want to portray your images out there, right? So those are the things that you look at when you define your brand's social voice. So once all that is done, you need to then define your success. What do you consider as success? How do you define your success? What does success mean for your business? Right? Because you need to remember that success is different for all businesses, right? For example, for you, success could mean that there was growth in sales and traffic, meaning that people were able to go onto your site and actually took the steps and processes to make a purchase. Success could mean that there was a huge improvement in customer service and calls were answered properly with the right personality. And while calls were answered, there's also a star rating. Your customers were actually giving you 4 stars, 5 stars, and we're quite impressed with your customer service. And then success could also mean that there was an increase in brand awareness. People out there are seeing your business, people out there are seeing your reach in numbers, and people were mentioning this business. Do you want this business? This is how you define your success. I will repeat again. Your success or how you define your success depends on your business, right? So now we've looked at all the steps, and we looked at audience, looking at who our audiences are, what do they like when they're online. We looked at our business goals to increase sales, to connect with influencers. We looked at the social media platforms, how you choose that specific social media platforms, and then we looked at the tone of the voice, how you bring personality behind the social media. And then now we defined our success based on our different businesses. Now we're going to go to this question: which social media platform does your business use? Which social media platforms does your business use? So there's quite a lot of social media platforms out there. I'm just going to name a few right now, but I'd like to hear from you. Which social media platforms does your business use? Do engage with me. I love reading your comments. It makes this session even more interesting. And we're going to close our session with a bang by telling you all the different social media platforms that are out there. First social media platform we're going to look at is Twitter. So Twitter is good for quick conversation and PR. It creates a professional looking profile with a header image and your at name. So at dollar store, at a Dollar Shave Club. You get noticed and you join conversation using relevant hashtags. Hashtag I just started using Twitter, just a quick example. And then you can ask questions and run polls. You can retweet and engage with your content for your customers. And you can also pin your tweets. So tweets that are very important messages or offerings, you can pin those tweets. So this is Twitter for you. Main thing, it's good for quick conversation and PR. Then we have Facebook. Facebook is great for helping customers find you and to see what your business is about. So there's 2.5 billion monthly active users on Facebook. So with Facebook, you're able to link it to your website. You can add your opening hours, your contact details, and you can also change the call to action button. So you can change it to shop now, you can change it to contact us, buy now, WhatsApp us, and all that. You can also use GIFs and videos to generate interest and shares to your Facebook social media platform. And then we have Instagram. So Instagram, it's a great place to draw people's attention with visuals, pictures, videos. It's a place where you share photos, videos of anything from new products to a day at the beach to a walk, taking a dog on a walk to basically just showing beautiful flowers and roses. And you use your photo captions to tell a story and to get people interested. And with Instagram now, it has what do we call this? It has stories where you are able to create snippets of your videos, just showing people those small videos about yourself or your business, right? With Instagram, you go easy on the hashtags. You get to follow influencers, brand, and people you find interesting. Now I'm going to refer back just a few slides back. With the few slides back, there was a goal that said you want to connect with influencers. And now when we read about Instagram, it let us know that with Instagram you are able to follow influencers, brands, and people that you find interesting. So now you will connect that business goal to Instagram and instantly use Instagram if your main goal is to connect with your influencers. And then our last social media platform is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is a great recruitment and building a professional network, and also connecting with your peers. With LinkedIn, you create a personal or company page and you can add a profile. So with LinkedIn, you can encourage your employees to become your brand advocates, right? So if you need brand advocates, LinkedIn is for you. You can make your company page search engine friendly. You can generate interest by creating special showcase pages. And with LinkedIn, you are able to share your product news and thought leadership content, right? So that is LinkedIn. So we looked at Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, as well as Facebook. So, with all the social media platforms that we just looked at now, you will then decide on which platform works best for your target audience, for your business goals, your online objectives, and which one works best for your social media marketing strategy. So, I'm going to pause for questions. Um, we are at the end of session, so I just want to find out if we have any questions. Right, so we don't have any questions. I was reading our comments as we were presenting, which is quite lovely because we get to see what you guys are saying about the session. So what are the next steps from here? So next step is to basically go onto the Grow Google site and participate by finding various short courses and training programs that you would like to learn about specific things such as digital marketing. So I have shared the Grow with Google site on our chat box, so you could use that to basically find short courses that you like and learn more, right? And then you can follow us on social media to hear more about our upcoming sessions, as well as all these digital tips and tricks. You can follow Google Digital Skills for Africa on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. On Twitter, they are Digital Skills AF. On Facebook, they are Digital Skills for Africa. And on Instagram, they are Digital D Kills AF, right? So you can find them on those different social media platforms. You can also find us, which we are Schoolnet South Africa. You can find us at Schoolnet SA on Facebook, Schoolnet SA on Instagram, Schoolnet SA on Twitter, and Schoolnet South Africa on LinkedIn. So like I said, this was our last session for 2021. We will see you again in 2022. Thank you so much for always being with us in these sessions. Thank you for always joining our sessions. It was quite a great journey of learning. Thank you for joining our session today. If you have any feedback, we would love that. You can drop us any feedback on our different social media platforms. Thank you and have a great afternoon. Thank you for having us today.